Intel Arc is here, it's officially announced, it's Intel's brand new line of high performance graphics cards, and it's here to try and compete with the likes of Nvidia and AMD, and it looks like they're bringing the specs to do so. It's obviously an ever-changing market, and especially in the last year or so where a big focus of new graphical performance has come from stuff like AI with Nvidia DLSS 2.0 and AMD's recently launched Fidelity FX. It's a weird market to get into right now. But firstly, let's just talk about the quick details of Intel Arc. Arc is the official name of their entire GPU line, no matter what, and then they've got a few code names for all their individual generational lineups. The first of those lineups is going to be launching in Q1 of 2022, is codenamed Alchemist. And then in the future, we're going to have Battle Mage, Celestial, and Druid. And on a quick note, I don't like these names. I'm seeing a lot of people give them credit for these names, saying it's much better than their CPUs, which it is, but I feel like it's trying to add RGB to a PC to entice that 12-year-old Fortnite gamer to buy the PC. It's just adding a cool aspect to the name in order to get people to be like, oh, we're part of the gamer community now. But granted, they are just code names for now, so they'll probably change when they actually launch. Now, in terms of performance, which is obviously a huge part of a GPU, it's rumored that the entire line is going to be targeting the RTX 3070 exactly in terms of performance. Whether the pricing follows through on that, we don't know. And the only reason I'm saying that the performance is speculation and rumors right now is because I see a few news outlets reporting official numbers based on estimates, but right now we don't know proper specifics. However, talking about pricing before, I don't think Intel need to worry too much about pricing right now. With the way the GPU market is right now, yes, it's corrected itself a little bit due to crypto being a bit all over the place, but people are buying cards at ridiculous prices. At this point, I think any GPU that's released will just get snatched up super quickly, whether that be from scalpers or just people who want GPUs. And granted, Intel probably have the capabilities hardware-wise to make something to compete with Nvidia and AMD. And even in terms of AI, because in the trailer they showed off the fact that they've got ray tracing, and they're even going to have some kind of AI super sampling in order to keep up with stuff like DLSS 2.0, which if done correctly could be game-changing for Intel. But this is where I think Intel might suffer a little bit, and that's the software side of things and stuff like drivers. It doesn't matter if they could price this thing lower than the RTX 3070, if the drivers suck and they don't work properly, and they don't work on fixing them quickly, they'll have so many returns and then it just won't do well at all. And I think that's where Intel's going to have to tread lightly and make sure they get it correct. We all know that AMD is a bit of a meme for getting drivers wrong in the past. They've sorted themselves out a little bit now. Just one mistake like that can cause such a tarnish on a reputation for a brand. And just on a side note about power consumption, there's a few leaks and suggestions that this card has an 8+6-pin connector, which suggests about a 275 watt TDP, which is just above the RTX 3070. As you can tell, it's a weird time to talk about these cards because there's so many leaks, so many suggestions, so many rumors, but there's hardly any confirmations. Now, the only worry I have for Intel Arc cards is that they are probably sourcing the chips from TSMC, and we know for a fact that the chip market is already struggling really badly. And it's too early to be speculating whether the launch will be affected by this. It definitely will, but in what way? We don't know. Whether it'll be pricing, whether it be availability, probably most likely availability. There's multiple ways it could happen. And with it being aimed to launch in Q1 of 2022, there's quite a bit of time for the GPU market to fix itself, but at the same time, 2022 isn't that far away. I mean, just look how quickly the past 2 years with COVID have gone. Whatever happens in the next coming months, however, I still think there's going to be some rocky element to this launch, whether it be hardware and, sourcing chips, or whether it be on the software side of things and drivers failing. It's going to be an interesting one, and it has the potential to either do nothing or completely change the GPU game and provide more competition to AMD and Nvidia, which in a market for computer parts is always a good thing and will always be great for the consumer in terms of pricing and also performance for price. If we do get a lot more details about Intel Arc's GPUs, I'll be sure to make another update video on them, so if you guys want to stick around for that, then be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss that. And just on a quick side note, I am again looking to get more consistent at YouTube. I know I've said that before, so it's not really a trustworthy statement anymore, but now I have optimized the way I read tech news using Feedly and stuff like that, so I can keep up to date. And depending on the reception to this video, I might make more in this style. If not, I might change it up a little bit in terms of production value. But if you guys do like this style of video, be sure to drop a like to let me know. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tech video.